4. I hope you're well. I hope you had a good week. I hope you enjoyed your weekend with all the snow. What fun that was. Something different. It's all hanging about here in the garden. There's still a bit on the top of the hut, and occasionally I can hear great big slides of it plopping onto the ground outside. So don't be afeared if you hear some strange noises. It will also mean that this microphone is working this week. I'm really sorry about last week. I don't know what was happening. I just couldn't get it to work, so I thought, hey, I'll just go ahead anyway. But here we are today. Hopefully it's working. Hopefully you're ready for some music. Hopefully you've got a bit of a singing voice ready. Fab. Because we are going to continue the little echo song that we did last week, where we gave each note a number. We're going to do some rhythm work with our double little chant. We're going to continue the space song that we started last week, and I'm going to give you a little activity to do with the Mars piece that we've been looking at. Okay, so sit yourself down, get yourself ready for singing, because we're going to just recap that little echo that we did last week. So if you remember, we were giving all the notes numbers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 5. No, sorry, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 6, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, can we just sing that once through, and then we're going to do the next part. You ready, Sue? Just going to echo me. Off I get. 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 6, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. Okay, so could you see, I was trying to show you where those numbers come if you were to place them in a vertical system, so that your lowest note is right down here and your highest one, number 8, is right up here. Maybe it would be helpful now if we do it with the music and see if you can try and copy what I'm doing with my actions, so that you see as well as feel where those numbers are in your voice. So numbers going to, 1's down here, 8's up here, 5's somewhere in the middle. Okay, let's try it with the music. Here we go. Do you remember it starts quite quickly, doesn't it? Oh no, it's all right. A little bit of guitar. Okay, so echo again and do those little hand actions. I'm going to start 5 here. 5, 5, 3, so fa, mi, 2, 3, 4, re, mi, fa, 4, 3, 2, fa, mi, re, 1, 2, 3, so, re, mi, 5, 4, 3, so, fa, mi, 4, 5, 6, fa, so, la, 6, 6, 5, la, so, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can we do that one more time? Really think about those patterns. 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 5, 6, 6, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excellent. Ooh, hang on. There we go. Well done. Good job. Now, in music, if you are one of those people that learn a musical instrument, you'll know that we don't tend to use those numbers when we're talking about different pitches of notes. So the pitch is whether a note is high or low or somewhere in the middle, higher or lower than the one before. And we give the musical pitches letter names instead. So we've only got 7 letter names to worry about. A all the way up to G. So we go A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then you would start again. If you were carrying on up those steps, you'd go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way up again. If you were to look at a piano keyboard, you'd see that there's a pattern of white notes and black notes, and they repeat all the way up the piano. So you can have an A up in the middle of the piano and down the bottom and right at the top. They'll all be A's, but they'll just be low ones, middle ones or high ones. So what we're going to do now is, instead of giving those that little tune numbers, we're going to use the letter names, okay? So that will take a little bit more concentration than giving it numbers, because you've got to think about whether a letter is before or after the one we've done in the alphabet. Okay, so in this song we start on a G. So if we were going 5, 4, 3 in the first little echo, we've gone backwards, haven't we? 3 numbers. So if we were going from G backwards 3, what would the letter be? The letters G, F, E. Does that make sense? I hope so. So we finished on E, which is number 3. So now number 2 is going to be D, because it's one below E. Does that make sense? Good. So now it'll go D, E, F, because we're going up the step. 2, 3, 4 is going to be D, E, F. And it goes back down again. F, E, D. Okay? Then the next phrase started right down on number 1, didn't it? It went 1, 2, 3. So this time our number 1 is going to be C. So that's where the pattern starts. That's where the steps start. C is 1, D is 2, E is 3, F is 4, G is 5. And then you have to go back to A. Yes, because it's one of those patterns. A is 6, B is 7. And then because we've got higher, we've got number 8, we're C at the top again. It might be helpful for you to write yourself 2 little columns. So you could go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in one column, and then in the one next to it, so each of those letters and numbers are matching, you could go C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. You might want to do that for a little bit of homework. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, to correspond with the numbers that you've got in the column next to it. It might help. Okay, so all you really have to do for this exercise is to copy what I sing, but as long as you understand why we're doing it, that should be fine. Right, I'm hoping that it's going to start off with the numbers where we left off. Here we go. Yes. G, F, E,
G, F, E,
D, E, F,
D, E, F,
F, E, D,
F, E, D,
C, D, E,
C, D, E,
G, F, E,
G, F, E,
F, G, A,
F, G, A,
A, G,
A, G,
G, A, B, C.
G, A, B, C.
Okay? Great. So we'll probably try that again next week. So if you have made yourself 2 little columns with those numbers and the letters next to them, it will be useful for the next thing that we do anyhow. Okay? Hope you understood that. Might have warmed up your voice a little bit too. Good. Right. Time for double double, everybody. challenge this week is to use your thinking voice in different places. We're going to start off with the whole thing nice and fast. Are you ready? Off we go. Double, double this, this, double, double that, that, double this, double that, double, double this, that. Ha-ha, are you warmed up enough? Let's do it again. Are you ready? Off we go. Double, double this, this, double, double that, that, double this, double that, double, double this, that. Very good. Okay, here's your challenge. This time, I want you to do all the actions, but I want you to say the word double every time they come in your thinking voice. So you still do this, but you say it up here. You ready? Are you ready? Off we go. This, this, that, that, this, that, this, that. Did you get stuck in the middle when you had to go this, that? That's the tricky bit. One more time. Ready, steady, off we go. This, this, that, that, this, that, this, that. A round of applause if you did it all the way through. Excellent. Okay, next challenge. Come back to saying double, but this time don't say this. Say that in your thinking voice instead. So it would go double, 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 that, that. Do you see? Are you ready? Off we go. Double, 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 that, that, double, double, that, double, double, that. A bit more difficult, I fear. Okay, if you got that a little bit mixed up, try it again. Okay, so last one we're going to do is, you can guess, let's put that in our thinking voices. Double, double, this, this, double, double. Got it? Are you ready? Off we go. Double, double, this, this, double, double, double this, double, double, double this. Super job. Well done you. Give yourself a pat on the back if you did those fine. Excellent. Okay, so whilst we have been doing this double, double pattern, I wonder if you happen to have noticed where the patterns come in the rhythm. If you think about the words being the pattern, the rhythm, where are those tetes and where are the tars? Just have a little think. If tete is this fast, tete, tete, try saying the rhythm of the words. Have you noticed where the tars come in each phrase, in each sentence? Every time we've got a tar pattern coming at the end of each phrase, haven't we? Can we say those rhythm names now, all the way through? Have a little go with me. Ready, steady, off we go. Te-te, te-te, tar, tar, te-te, te-te, tar, tar. Te-te, tar, te-te, tar, te-te, te-te, tar, tar. So did you notice all of the thises and the that's are tar sounds and all of the doubles are tetes? If you didn't, then maybe this will help you do it again. Ready, steady, off we go. Te-te, te-te, tar, tar, te-te, te-te, tar, tar. Te-te, tar, te-te, tar, te-te, te-te, tar, tar. Okay, good. If you've got that nice and clearly, fantastic. If not, do it again a couple of times, because another little bit of homework I would like you to do, you can guess what it is, can't you? I would like you to write down the tetes and the tars for that whole chant. And while you're doing it, I want you to notice what other patterns there are. So I'm really quickly going to give you a little flash of what it should look like when you've done it. You can use a whiteboard, you can use a bit of paper, I don't really mind. If you're at home, you can take a photo of it and send it to your teacher, who can send it on to me. But I want you to do it in 4 lines, because there are 4 phrases. So double, double this on one line. Double, double that on the next line. Double this, double that is one phrase. Double, double this, that. Do you see? So you'll have 4 lines, hopefully, with 4 beats worth of notes in. So remember your tete. Look, ooh, can you see that? Tetes are the doubles, tars are the this and the that. So there's your first line. Ha ha ha, giving you a clue. That's what the whole thing should look like. No pausing and cheating now, everyone. Okay, so there's your little bit of homework. Write out the whole of double, double, this, that, in a pattern. Okay, done? Smashing. I feel it's time for a bit of space travel now. You don't need any equipment for this at all, apart from yourselves. We are going to have a little listen to the beginning of Holst's Mars again from the Planet Suite. I hope you've been having a really good look at all the stuff that I've sent to you on your resources. But whilst we listen to the first bit of it today, I want you to say this with me. We're going to list 3 planets. I'd like you to say Mercury, Venus, Jupiter. Mercury, Venus, Jupiter. Could you say that for me? Ready, steady, off we go. Mercury, Venus, Jupiter. Mercury, Venus, Jupiter. Great. Now that is the ostinato pattern that goes all the way through, pretty much all the way through the piece called Mars. You might have heard it, you might have listened and thought, oh, that bit comes over and over again. It's called an ostinato. O-S-T-I-N-A-T-O. Ostinato. An ostinato is a repeated pattern. It can have pitches in it, but it might just be a drum part. It might just be a rhythm that gets repeated over and over again. But that is the famous one from Mars. Mercury, Venus, Jupiter. Can you clap it with me? Ready, steady, off we go. Mercury, Venus, Jupiter. Mercury, Venus, Jupiter. Good. Do you remember me also saying that it's going to feel a little bit wonky because it's not got 4 beats in a bar, this piece. It's got 5. So whilst you're clapping that pattern, you can be counting 5 as well. I'm going to clap the pattern and count 5. Cross fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you see? That's what makes it feel wonky. 5 beats in a bar. Not many pieces have that. So, okay, are you ready? We're going to listen to this again and we're going to say that pattern over and over again, an ostinato. What I'd like you to do when you've said it and you've clapped it a few times, I'd then like you to choose somewhere on your body to do a body percussion pattern, making the same ostinato rhythm. So you know what body percussion is. It's basically making a sound with your body without using your mouth. So you could tap your head, your shoulders, your chest, you can click your fingers, you can rub, you can do your tummy, we've done this before, anything you like. You might want to choose one sound, one bit of your body to do the whole pattern. Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Mercury, Venus, Jupiter. You might want to choose a different sound for each planet. Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Mercury, or whatever I did, can't remember now. Venus, Jupiter. Do you see what I mean? So we're going to do it a few times, saying it, then clapping it, and then I want you to use a body percussion pattern to play that ostinato as well. Okay? Are you ready? It does start very quietly, so cross fingers. You can hear the whole thing this week. Don't think you could hear anything last week, could you? Right, we're up to max. Here we go. It's much faster than we've just done it, actually. Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Mercury, Venus, Jupiter. Let me put this a little bit closer here. Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Mercury, Venus, Jupiter. Can you hear it's really quiet at the moment? That pattern is right down in the string part of the orchestra. And the brass instruments are playing the rising tune over the top of it. So now it's getting louder. You can hear that the percussion section are playing this ostinato pattern as well. So are you ready? We're going to clap it now. Ready? Oh, hang on. Fantastic! How did you get on? Whoa. That's the point where the ostinato stops in the music and the swooping upward tune takes over. Okay, how did you get on? Did you get in a right old pickle? It's good fun just trying to do that and keep up with the music. I asked you a couple of weeks ago what that music reminded you of, and I bet you all shouted Star Wars at me. I bet you all shouted Darth Vader's march at me. That's one of the reasons, that ostinato pattern is one of the reasons that the two things sound the same. If you go away and listen to the Star Wars for Darth Vader march, I think it's called the March of Darth Vader, you'll notice that it's got a very similar ostinato pattern. And of course the brass instruments playing over the top. So that's what really makes it sound very, very similar, that ostinato pattern. Great, I feel it's time to sing properly now. Good. We're going to continue to do bits and bobs about Holst's Planet Suite over the next few weeks. And we're also going to be looking at ostinato patterns elsewhere. I have sent a link, I've just remembered, I'm going to send a link to Miss Brown that shows a little video of a bit of a nutty musician doing a kind of a musical, like a little song to explain what an ostinato is. I'll send you the link, it's worth a watch just because it's so silly. Right, so last week we did Ignition Lightspeed and we did all the chorus. Do you remember? 10, prepare to fly, my friend. 9, way on through space and time. 8, time to accelerate across the heavens. There goes 7, wave goodbye to 6 and 5. Let's hope we make it back alive. 4, 3, 2, 1, world, we're ignition. What's your mission? And then we had a little ostinato pattern, didn't we? Ignition, what's our mission? Ignition, what's your mission? And we did that 4 times. Hopefully you were singing along because you remember it. Brilliant. We need to learn the words and the tune for verse 1. Okay, if we can do this verse 1 really well in this session, then we can sing the whole thing through. I can't speak today. We can sing the whole thing through next week, because once you've learnt verse 1, verse 2 is almost the same, just different words. Okay? And you can do that at home because you've got the words. All right, so after me, just sing this. So we're going to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take flight on a jet black night. You do it. Take flight on a jet black night. Good. And then we're going to go in a rocket to the stars. You do it. In a rocket to the stars. So those two together go. Take flight on a jet black night. in a rocket to the stars. Let's do it, go. Take flight on a jet black night in a rocket to the stars. Good. Now watch out for this, is lots of words. Get ready to zoom straight past the moon. You do it, off we go. Get ready to zoom straight past the moon. Got that? And then, and take a left turn after Mars. I'll do that again because it's a bit different. It's got a little bluesy, jazzy bit in it. And take a left turn after Mars. You'll go. And take a left turn after Mars. Good. So the whole thing through from the beginning. I'll do it once. Your turn. Off I go. Take flight on a jet black night in a rocket to the stars. Get ready to zoom straight past the moon and take a left turn after Mars. You'll go. Take flight on a jet black night in a rocket to the stars. Get ready to zoom straight past the moon and take a left turn after Mars. Okay? Next section is almost the same. So it goes. As the engines burn and the planets turn and the light years slip away. You can do that, can't you? Off we go. As the engines burn and the planets turn and the light years slip away. And then here's this little bluesy, jazzy little bit at the end. We'll be heading out to a purple cloud at the heart of the Milky Way. So it's slightly different than it was the last time, but it's still a bit jazzy. We'll be heading out to a purple cloud at the heart of the Milky Way. You can make up your actions if you want to. Okay, got it? Let's try all the way from the beginning. If you get stuck, rewind, go back and do it again. Off we go. Take flight on a jet black night in a rocket to the stars. Get ready to zoom straight past the moon and take a left turn after Mars. As the engines burn and the planets turn and the light years slip away. We'll be heading out to a purple cloud at the heart of the Milky Way. Okay, and then we do our big chorus moment. So, if you'd like to join in, stand up. Let's do the whole thing from the beginning, but we'll stop just before verse 2 happens. Here we go. So we're going to sing Take Flight on that note there. Standing up, ready, and off we go. Take flight on a jet black night in a rocket to the stars. Get ready to zoom straight past the moon and take a left turn after Mars. As the engines burn and the planets turn and the light years slip away. We'll be heading out to a purple cloud at the heart of the Milky Way. Here we go, let's do our ignition. 10. Prepare to fly, my friend. 9. Way on through space and time. 8. Time to accelerate across the heavens. There goes 7. Wave goodbye to 6 and 5. Let's hope we make it back alive. 4, 3, 2, 1, world, here we come. Ignition, what's your mission? 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 Well done if you remembered all of that. Fantastic. So then verse 2 happens, the next lot of words, exactly the same tune as it was in verse 1, but the only difference is that the ostinato at the end of the chorus that we've just done is slightly different, and it's the other one that you can hear that we just did. Light speed. That's the only right speed. Okay, so you can do a little bit of that at home. I'd like you to do those columns of numbers and letters. I'd like you to see if you can write out the double rhythm. Yeah, and if you want to have a little look at the words for the ignition light speed, then we can perform it next week. In the meantime, take care, have fun, see you, bye.